behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
When judgment comes, there'll be no place to hide. When the Messiah comes with fire.
It's rare to be targeted by a ballistic missile and live to tell the tale. This is one of the 7 damaged locations inside the Al-Assad base, currently home to around 2,000 US, Danish, Norwegian, Polish and French troops. US soldiers say a combination of luck and preparedness helped to avoid casualties when Iran's IRGC launched the missiles. One left a nearly 6-meter wide crater, and the shockwave knocked over blast walls.
This is what remains of the sleeping quarters of 39 soldiers who were stationed at this unit. They say that they're here to do a job, and for them it does not matter what the politicians say regarding their presence in the country.
The Iraqi government says after the Soleimani assassination, coalition troops are more focused on keeping themselves safe, and Iraqi security forces should not have to bear the additional responsibility of protecting them. Iran-linked militias such as Al-Najaba and Kataib Hezbollah have warned that their attacks will continue until foreign troops leave Iraq.
Anti-ISIL ops are suspended, right? It's not happening. So, what are you guys doing out here then?
Sir, that's something that you'll have to actually talk to probably our leadership about, because one, we can't.
Senior military leaders, including the Secretary of Defense, has ruled out US and coalition troops pulling out. For now, soldiers here remain braced for the heightened level of threat. Osama bin Javed, Al Jazeera, Al-Assad base, Iraq.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. We are back reporting live from the Atlantic Broadcast Network in these final hours at the end of Jacob's Trouble. It's that boy Malak Dawada, set apart, live and in person, and hopefully this will be one of the last broadcasts that you ever hear from me. And all the elect, I will see you in the chariots, and all the wicked, I will see you in the kingdom. All right? The 2/3, you're going to come back as a baby in shame and everlasting contempt. And you heathens will wake up dead. And when you wake up dead, you'll be in chains. You'll be in slavery. Nah, all we're going to do is see how you like it. And what I want to go through and what I'm noticing from my people is, for most people, okay, is if it's not played on the mainstream news or the mainstream TV, then most people will not believe it. It's not on Fox or CNN. I don't believe it. Okay, this is your problem. You believe these damn devils more than you believe the Bible, more than you believe the Word of God. The brothers that are studying diligently the Word of God, showing you how it lines up with Bible prophecy. Okay, as the people are being distracted by Donald Trump's impeachment and all this foolishness that's on TV, okay, and the mind control steps up extra now because they're rocking everybody to sleep, turning the mind control 5G up on you. Censorship is another thing I see that's going on. They're blocking everybody's videos from being seen and blocking these stories from coming out. But now what we've seen now, okay, all these brothers with this doctrine of, oh, wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. We see that as totally off because we see here the white man telling you with the doomsday clock announcement, all right? And the atomic scientists telling you that we're 1 minute away, okay, from daggone nuclear war and annihilation of humanity. No. The doomsday clock is closer than it's ever been, okay, to destruction, to midnight, ever, since the Cold War, ever. Take note, in the movie The Watchmen, the atomic scientists put the doomsday clock at 5 minutes and the bomb still went off. Now you are at 1 minute before midnight and people still sleep. Wake the hell up. So if a brother is telling you that the end is not yet right now, still with all the evidence that brothers have presented like myself, okay, you know that their doctrine's off or they are off, all right?
I shall go to them. I shall go tell the indestructible man that someone plans to murder him.
even if I wanted to help. My future is blocked by some kind of temporal interference. I cannot see it clearly.
Interference? Caused by what?
In all likelihood, nuclear holocaust. If the United States and Soviet Union engage in all-out war, the resulting blast wave would produce a sudden burst of tachyons, particles which travel backward through what you perceive as time, therefore obscuring my vision of the present. I must return to my work.
Don't you know that 6 companies control all the media that you see? GE, News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Warner Brothers, and CBS. They own everything. Fox and CNN, ABC, they own it all. 6 corporations. Okay, that means there has to be 6 CEOs of those corporations. All right, these are so-called Jews, the synagogue of Satan, like Revelation 2:9 would tell you. The flood that was spewed out of the mouth of the red dragon in order to carry you away. The woman clothed with the moon and 12 stars, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This media, Facebook and social media and all this, is all designed to carry you away with the flood, the foolishness, and the lies. But this is what I wanted to say about the media and y'all believe in the mainstream. That you're going through what is called cognizant dissonance. Okay, this is what it is. Let's read the definition of what cognizant dissonance is. It says a mental conflict occurs when the beliefs are contradicted by new information. This conflict activates areas of the brain involved in personal identity and emotion response to threats. The brain's alarms go off when a person feels threatened on a deeply personal or emotional level, causing them to shut down and disregard any rational evidence that contradicts what they previously regarded as the truth. That's the definition of cognizant dissonance.
I came to realize the obviousness of the truth. What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
Stop. Let me out! Let me out! I want out!
This is what you're going through when you say, I have to see it on Fox or CNN or somebody else that one of my elders has to say it for me to believe it. That's cognizant dissonance, okay? Yeah, and the biblical definition of cognizant dissonance, or the biblical equivalent of cognizant dissonance, would be a reprobated mind, okay? You're reprobated. That means them I can tell you over and over, the 2/3. You can tell it and hear the truth over and over. These reptiles I'm surrounded by. Hear the truth over and over and over and over again. Still don't make a difference. You're still going to be a wicked, ignorant Negro. So when you see the story that I showed in the beginning about the soldiers, look at them. Look at their faces. They dumbfounded. They had no idea. He said anti-ISIS operations have ceased now. But the question I got for y'all soldiers right now, you American soldiers, what are you doing here? And they just pause. Look at their face. They don't know what to say. Iran, Hezbollah, okay, Iraq, they all want you out of Iran. They all want you out of the Middle East. You got no business you have no business being there. But you keep sending troops and more and more troops. Also notice that the man said it's very rare to get hit with a ballistic missile and live to tell the tale about. Okay, so they're lying. They're lying, talking about, and then 2 weeks later they tell you that 11 people were injured. They're lying. You know when Al Jazeera News and the media goes to the Al-Assad base, right? You know what then happened. They had about 8 hours or 12 hours to clean up all the dead bodies of the soldiers that died, and then they say, okay, now let the media in so we can just tell them what we want to tell them. What I'm telling you this for, Israel, is that these are the stories, what I'm showing y'all now, these are the stories that this is censorship. It's a total media blackout on these stories that I showed in the beginning. You're not hearing about how Russia ran y'all out of the daggone Black Sea. You're not hearing this in mainstream news. I'm not hearing it. You're not hearing how just within the last 3 days alone, American troops and Russian troops are fighting over the oil fields in Syria. You're not hearing about these reports. I haven't seen anybody post about it. But this is what's going on. All the people on my page talk about, that's fake news. No soldiers died. You believe this crap. You an idiot. In the last video, you hear the supreme leader of Iran tell you, we're being manipulated. We're being manipulated. Why is he saying that? Because he has to say that, oh, we shut down that commercial airline and killed 170 people the same night that we bombed on the Al-Assad Air Force Base. It doesn't make sense. No, soldiers were killed in that damn attack, man. Okay, and they're not gonna put it out there. They took that shit down. They took the report down, even on Howard Turner News. They took it down because, man, they're threatening people's channels and stuff if you tell the truth. Okay, you got caught in a lie because the same night it happened, oh, all is well, no casualties. Then 2 weeks later, you come out talking about, oh, some people did get hurt, but it ain't that bad. You're lying. We can't believe nothing you say now because you're lying. When it says that America is planning a nuclear attack on Russia, that's not what the Bible says. It doesn't tell us that Babylon's going to launch missiles first. It don't say that. It says you got caught off guard and you were unaware. Okay? The point is, that's how close we are. Since you're planning an attack. It says, Jeremiah 50 and 23, it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare, meaning a trap for thee. Okay, America, and thou art taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Not America launches missiles at Russia, and then they launch them back. No, you get caught off guard. They're going to hit you with the EMP. They're going to take everything out. Okay, you're going to be in darkness. They're going to blow it. That's the snare. And it said, I have laid a snare for thee.
An EMP attack, they say, is an intense burst of electromagnetic radiation. It can be triggered by detonating a nuclear weapon at high altitude. A weapon that could be launched by a rogue nation or a terrorist group with access to it. Detonated low to the ground, atomic weapons have a devastating physical shock. But detonated miles up in the atmosphere, experts say, the main impact is electrical. Energy that doesn't kill people but spreads like lightning, striking any electrical grid or circuitry, feeding into them, burning them out. Whole cities could go dark.
I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught because thou art striven against the Lord. The Lord has opened up his armory, okay, with the thermonuclear destruction and the bombs, and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of the Lord, the God of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Talking about it can't be the end yet, it can't be the end. What I'm saying is, how isn't it the end yet? How isn't it? How didn't this end yet? Because the elect have yet to wake up. Hurt not the earth till we have sealed. Hurt not the earth with thermonuclear destruction until we have sealed the elect in their foreheads with the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? The last elect have to wake up. Then the bomb's gonna drop. Then World War III is fully gonna pop off. Then we can get out of here. The fullness of the Gentiles has yet to come back. Who are the Gentiles? Northern Kingdom, the Latino and Native American tribes. Okay? This is who we waiting on to wake up. Another quick fact that I wanted to break down for y'all is that World War I and II both started at the end of August, early September, in the summertime. This war that is coming, World War III, this war that is coming, World War III, is going to be very different from that because it's going to start in the winter or the early spring. I promise you. That's why it says that if those days were not shortened, then no flesh should be saved. Okay, the time is getting shorter and shorter because we're way more. Time has been cut shorter and shorter because of all the evil that's being done here. This is the hour that everybody thinks not, because everybody's used to a war starting off in the spring or the summer. This one's gonna be in the winter, man. Right now, not when the hysteria of World War III and the trending topic is World War III, but now everybody done forgot about it and they think, oh, see, I knew they weren't gonna do nothing. Right now. I say Northern Kingdom is very big, okay? The Latino tribes, all right, we're waiting on you. Issachar, Mexicans, okay? Asher, South Americans, Zebulon, okay? Guatemala, El Salvador, we're waiting on you. Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, we're waiting on you. Simeon, the Dominicans, we are waiting on you to come back fully to God's laws, okay? And keeping the faith in Yahweh Shai. These are the two things you need to make it into the kingdom. Okay, remember that truth does not change, all right? The world was still created for your sake. All the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of Negroid and Indian descent, this world was created for you and you alone. You might have done what they said you did, but you are not who that they say that you are. And once you fully make up your mind that I'm going to do what the Most High requires of me, no matter what the opposition says or what they do to me because of it, then that's when we can get out of here. Once you fully make up your mind, man, when's the Sabbath day? We out. And I gotta stop being a fornicator and a homosexual. We out. I gotta stop eating shellfish. We out. Okay? That's how important that you are. Our more uncomely parts are becoming more comely now. Okay, we are many members but one body, and we need our toes and our feet and our backside more now than we need the head, because the head Judah's already got it by now. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So-called Negroes and the Benjamites, the Jamaicans, we already made up our mind. Now it's time for Ephraim to step up big right now. We need you more than ever. That's why you're like, what's going on? That's why. Right, the Latino brothers is coming to me like, man, I feel you, man. I don't know what this is, but something's happened in my life. I'm saying, because we need you more than ever to wake up, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. What is good does not have to change. Look how Esau has treated us throughout history, and look how he is treating us now. Why did he stop hanging us from trees? Because everybody knows that it is wrong. Why did he stop putting us in chains? Because it's wrong. You don't change what's wrong. They continue to make cars after the first car because they seen it was good. Pancakes got made by serendipity. All right. And now they have an international house of pancakes and all the Denny's because they seen it was good. You don't change what's good. So the fact that Esau has changed so much over the years of how he treats us, that means that he knows that he was dead wrong for what he's doing. And it's still to the day. Now it is time. Okay, I take you here to Romans 12:2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. What is the will of God? The laws. That's all these devils are doing. That's why everything in this world is designed to keep you away from your maker and doing the law. Okay, they ration out how much evil can be done to us at one time. Look at 2015, more black and Latino males killed in that year than days in a year. Okay, look, they ain't doing it as much now. Why? Because they want more time to be a pedophile, homosexual, drug addict. Everything that these devils do is to get more time. Something that we don't have any more left of. Okay, time is up. I take it here to Joshua 1:7. It says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. It says, turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart from out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Come back to your power. Come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God while you still have a chance and opportunity to. Point is, you're not going to have time to upload a video about the apocalypse. You think you're going to take your phone and, you know what I'm saying, when Black Jesus come back, the EMP, a natural EMP is going to happen. All electronic devices are going to come to non-effect. The accounts of the wicked are going to come to naught. Okay, you're not going to have a chance to upload this and record this and see and post on Instagram about what's happening. It's over. The next events that pop off, World War III, okay, it's going to happen so fast. World War III is a fast war. All the other previous world wars were very long and drawn out, 5 to 6 years. This is only going to take 5 to 6 hours, okay? That's how fast. That's why it's taking so long for it to get here. I love y'all, Israel. Stay on point. Keep God's laws and live, otherwise die. The beginning is near. Shalom, Israel. What you're seeing on the screen is my Watch It Again #B2G playlist on my YouTube, Set Apart Music. Please check it out, put it on shuffle, play, and enjoy. You have any questions or concerns, please get at me on my IG, Set Apart X. The beginning is near, Israel. Shalom.